Gangs have cast a long shadow over American society. They are a complex and enduring problem. Gangs thrive in marginalized communities. They exploit poverty, inequality, and lack of opportunity. From the streets of Los Angeles to cities across the nation, gangs have left their mark. Understanding their origins and impact is crucial to combating their influence. We must also recognize the efforts of those working to bring about positive change. For decades, law enforcement agencies have struggled to contain the spread of gang activity. The FBI estimates that there are over 33,000 active gangs in the United States. These gangs are responsible for a disproportionate amount of violent crime. Their activities include drug trafficking, extortion, and murder. The human cost of gang violence is immeasurable. Countless lives have been lost or forever altered. The 1970s saw the rise of the Bloods and the Crips in Los Angeles. Emerging from the civil rights movement, these gangs sought belonging and protection. The Crips, founded by Raymond Washington and Stanley Tookie Williams, quickly turned violent. The Bloods emerged in response, leading to a bloody turf war. Fueled by the crack epidemic, their rivalry turned Los Angeles into a war zone. While the Bloods and Crips were wreaking havoc in Los Angeles, another gang was taking root on the streets of Los Angeles, Mara Salvatrucha, better known as MS-13. MS-13 emerged in the 1980s among Salvadoran refugees fleeing civil war. Many of these refugees had witnessed horrific violence and had few opportunities in their new home. They found solace and protection in the ranks of MS-13. MS-13 quickly gained a reputation for its brutality. The gang engaged in a wide range of criminal activities, including drug trafficking, extortion, human smuggling, and murder. What set MS-13 apart from other gangs was its transnational reach. The gang established a presence in El Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala, and Mexico. This allowed them to operate with impunity across borders. Law enforcement agencies have struggled to contain the spread of MS-13. The gang's decentralized structure makes it difficult to infiltrate. Their use of violence and intimidation silences potential witnesses and deters cooperation with authorities. MS-13 has also exploited weaknesses in immigration enforcement to move its members across borders. The gang's brutality has had a devastating impact on communities in Central America and the United States. MS-13 has been linked to countless murders, kidnappings, and extortions. They have also been known to recruit children, forcing them into lives of crime. The gang's reign of terror has left communities living in fear. Section 4. The devastating impact of gangs on communities. Gangs erode the social fabric of neighborhoods, creating fear and distrust. They drive out businesses and discourage investment. The violence takes a heavy toll on communities. Gangs are responsible for a disproportionate amount of violent crime. Their activities contribute to higher homicide rates and increased drug use. The constant threat of violence traumatizes residents, particularly children. Gangs perpetuate a cycle of poverty and violence. Young people see gang membership as their only way out. Gangs contribute to a culture of silence and fear. Residents are often too afraid to report gang activity. This lack of cooperation makes it difficult for law enforcement. Gangs operate with a sense of impunity. Section 5. Combating gang violence, a multifaceted approach. Combating gang violence requires a multifaceted approach that addresses the root causes of gang activity, while also holding gang members accountable for their crimes. Law enforcement plays a crucial role in this effort, but it cannot be the only solution. Community involvement, social programs, and educational opportunities are also essential. Law enforcement agencies have adopted a number of strategies to combat gang violence, including increased patrols in high-crime areas, targeted enforcement operations, and intelligence gathering. However, these efforts are often met with resistance from communities that distrust the police. Building trust between law enforcement and the communities they serve is essential to effectively combating gang violence. Community-based organizations play a vital role in providing at-risk youth with alternatives to gang life. These organizations offer a range of programs including after-school activities, mentoring, job training, and conflict resolution. By providing young people with positive role models and opportunities for success, these programs help to steer them away from gangs. Education is also key to breaking the cycle of poverty and violence that fuels gang activity. Schools in gang-affected neighborhoods often face significant challenges, including high dropout rates and a lack of resources. Investing in early childhood education, providing additional support services, and creating safe and supportive learning environments can make a real difference in the lives of young people.